The last example for this lesson, we're going to look at the properties of kites to find some missing lengths. So here we have our quadrilateral ABCD. It is a kite. They're telling us that it's a kite. So we know AB is congruent to BC. We know AD is congruent to CD. We know the length from D to E is 24. The length from B to E is 6. We know from A to E is 12, and from C to E is 12. So we know this whole thing is 24, and we know this whole thing is 30. The first thing we want to do is we want to figure out what is the length from A to D. Because the diagonals of a kite are perpendicular, they divide ABCD into 4 right triangles. You can use the Pythagorean theorem to find AD, the length of the opposite side of the hypotenuse of the right triangle AED. So we're going to put in the stuff that we know, AE and ED, into the Pythagorean theorem to figure out what the length of AD is. So coming back up here, we said AE is 12 and DE is 24. So we're going to put in 12 and 24. Then we're going to square each of those. So 12 squared is 144. And 24 squared is 576. Then we're going to add them together. We get 720. And that is the length of AD squared. But in the original thing, they don't want AD squared, they want just AD. So we have to take the square root of both sides. And that is 12 times the square root of 5. The next part asks us to find the perimeter. So from the figure, we know that AB is congruent to BC and AD is congruent to CD. So that means that they are equal to each other. We know that AD is 12 times the square root of 5. So we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find AB. So we're going to put in AE and EB, which we said was AE was 12 and EB is 6. Oops, too far. So you're going to put in 12 and 6, which we said 12 squared was 144. 6 squared is 36. When we add those together, 6 and 4 is 10, carry the 1, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So we get 180. And then we have to take the square root of that. And we get 6 square roots of 5. Now we're going to use the values of AB and AD to find the perimeter of our kite, because we know that AB plus BC plus CD plus AD is the perimeter of the kite. We also know that AB and BC are the same, so we're going to use that number twice. We also know that AD and CD are the same, so we're going to use that number twice. So we're going to be using 2 6 roots of 5 and 2 12 roots of 5. And that simplifies down to give us 36 square roots of 5 for the entire perimeter. Now, most of the time you will not have these ugly of numbers to use. You'll have regular numbers, makes it a little bit easier.